Hi everyone, it's Tammy here. It's been a while since I've been able to talk to all of you on Facebook. Just wanted to reach out and share some big happenings here at the sanctuary that you're making possible. We're kind of looking at a peaceful moment with Kitu and Lavani right now. But they will have neighbors soon, and we're hoping little cougar Anastasia will become a neighbor, and we'll show you the construction we're doing for her habitat. It's a specialty habitat. And that Bob Barker Challenge grant that all of you are helping us meet is going to go a long way in helping not only us finish habitats for rescued cats like little Anastasia, but then Bob Barker's going to match that and put $75,000 towards the animal care center. So you'll want to stay tuned over the next week because we have broken ground on the animal care center, and definitely will want to share that progress with you. But right now, let's kind of give you a bird's eye view of what's happening here. So we are building what we call specialty areas for cats like Anastasia and other cats. And we had to clear the ground for drainage. Trees for Tigers helped us bring in caves. We have roofed this long habitat so that it's versatile for young cougars, bobcats, could be leopards. So once we roof an enclosure, it's a lot more money. But it's so important because it allows us to use this in multiple ways. So we're hoping that right now we're planting grass and trees and things like that. We're hoping this will be a perfect area for Miss Anastasia, the recently rescued cougar. And you can see how she loves in the video that Judson did yesterday. She loves to be around low perches. So we've built some caves here. We'll be putting in a lot of platforms, skywalk systems. Grass will start growing. It's been in a drought right now, but every penny you give helps us build another space for a cat in need. And we really need funding to finish these enclosures. With COVID pricing, this couple areas have cost us twice as much as what we anticipated. And so if you give $5 towards this habitat, towards cats in crisis, Bob Barker gives $5 towards the new animal care center, which is much needed. And our goal is $75,000 in a few short weeks. So we've got a lot of work yet to do on these areas. And as you know, we always provide every cat with a temperature controlled area as well. And since this specialty area is kind of off the beaten path a little bit in a quiet area of the sanctuary for cats that might need it, we have purchased bungalows. They're 10 by 10. And Ben here is actually finishing off the inside because we need to insulate. He's done the roof. We're going to need to insulate the walls. And then we put a kennel front in here, and we'll put a doggy door out to the habitat. So the cats in here will get a nice big space. These are actually 12 by 12 buildings, but a lot of work to finish. And if any of you have looked at what plywood prices are right now, I mean, we're upwards almost $90 for one piece of plywood. So this is going to cost a lot to finish, but it is so important for cats like Anastasia. And so the quicker the funding comes in, the quicker we can get everything done, and the quicker Miss Anastasia can get out of quarantine and get into a nice new habitat made just for her. So thank you for everybody that's donated so far. We always want to show you the progress of where your donations have gone so far, and invite you to join in on the Bob Barker Challenge grant to make this enclosure complete and get to see our newly rescued cougar kitten into a new space. So we've got skirting to do, double doors to do. We need to finish the insulation, bring electric to the buildings, more trees. These trees will be planted. We're going to have platforms and things. So there is work to do, and it all takes funding. And so any bit you give us is so, so greatly appreciated. So in proximity to where this special area is, it's far away from Wildcat Pines. It's right next to the Cheetahs and Cougar Cove. And at the very end, we'll probably be putting up some bamboo shade on the wall, kind of a blind, because our lovely Crazy Daisy is right on the other side. So similar to what we did with the cheetahs here, we put up a blind until they get used to that wonderful, lovely, young, energetic tiger over there. We'll definitely want to give some quiet space and areas where they don't necessarily have to, especially Anastasia, see a tiger right away. So this area is about 120 feet long. It can be broken into 2 habitats for hopefully giving Anastasia a friend one day and being able to do a play date and merger. There'll definitely be a lot still to do with giving us cat furniture and pools and things like that. So every donation really matters, not only to Anastasia and other cats that will use this space, but to our animal care center. So if you give 50 today, it becomes $150 Bob Barker will give to our animal care center, and we'll show you the groundbreaking and all the work going into the new animal care center. Our goal today would be to raise $500 on this post, which would mean $500 towards completion of this habitat, and $500 then will automatically go towards the animal care center. So thank you for all that have donated. Just to give you some perspective, the buildings that were delivered without any of the work Ben is doing or electricity was $6,500 a piece. And then by the time it's done with electric, the kennel, the insulation, will probably be about $8,000 just for each of the buildings. And then of course, all the fence, metal and everything increased. And a lot of the work we do ourselves or with volunteers to make your dollar go twice as far for the cats. And then on top of that, you have a challenge grant. So anything you can help would be great, because it'll be great to see Anastasia move down sooner than later and get her out of quarantine. So thank you guys so much for all your help. And thank you for all of those that are going to continue to contribute to the matching grant.